Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, hello, hello. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well, well, well. OMG, happy Friday. I hope you had an amazing week. This has been a very intense week, I think, for so many people, but the weather has improved. So, my loves, what is really going on? Why are you online and why are you not outside touching some grass and touching some men, seeing how things have warmed up? Why are you here on a Friday night with me? I'm not your boyfriend. I'm just your fairy godbrother. Yeah? Y'all need to be outside. Go to a bar. Go to a lounge. Go to a restaurant. Go to a country club. Bitch, play pickleball. I don't care. Someone said it's bedtime. Girl, it's just starting. Someone said Uber Eats. You better get somebody to Uber yourself somewhere else and get it eaten. You know what I'm saying, girl? Look, I'm just trying to look out for you, honey. Yeah, the manifest room say we need to start applying what you've been saying. Girl, I can only give you the deets. I can only give you the information. Y'all got to do something with it. Do you know what I'm saying? Someone said, we just got off work. All right, it's time to play. Michelle said, our boyfriends are going to walk into this live and find us. Uh-huh. If you believe that, girl, then you must also believe that I am in love with women, honey. Straight. 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 Don't do it, girl. Don't do it. Yeah? Oh, Lord, honey. Y'all gonna get me started. And my blood pressure ain't ready for it, honey. At least be on the apps while you're on this live, honey. At least be on the apps, honey. Don't do me like that. I can't be talking just in the space, honey, and y'all not doing nothing with it. We better be flirting. You hear me? Okay. Fun said doing a hot girl walk tomorrow. Good. A Davis Fate said, you're right, I should be outside. At least be on your porch, honey. For the men to walk by so you can say one quick little hi to them. Come on now. Even if you have to go granny on them. Give them that wave from the porch, honey. Do something. Lord have mercy, Jesus. All right. Let me see what y'all talking about. Hello, everyone. Hey, Sarah, Reina, Yolanda, Coco, Mermaid, Lil Pretty. Should I do my traditional Whitney? Glamtam, Ash, Chile, Brown, Love Me, Mari, Cynthia, Brittany, Lena, Mari, Sterling. Jackie said, you're our man. No, I am not. Sweetie, I'm a lady with a T. Lady. Uh-huh. All right, y'all, here's the gag. Y'all need to be out for St. Patty's Day on Sunday, honey. Get you an Irish man, honey. I want you wearing all green, girl. You hear me? That is your challenge for this week. Who is accepting this challenge? Who is accepting this St. Patrick's Day challenge? And you get more points if he's redheaded, honey. If he's ginger, you're getting 2 points, girl. If he's just a regular Irishman, you get 1. If he's anything else, you get 0 points, girl. I don't care. I don't care. You hear me? Don't come back to this live unless you have 5 points. You hear me? Who's ready for this challenge? Give me a salute, honey. It's Chrissy said your video is pausing. I don't know if it's my service or what. Girl, I think it's your service, girl. You gotta pay that bill, no shade. That Wi-Fi bill. My shit is clear, honey. Smooth. Okay, let me see what's going on here. Someone said it's safer here. No, it's not, girl. No, it's not. Because I'm going to talk about your behind until you go outside and talk to these men, honey. Let me see what y'all talking about. We just got off work. The apps are not apping. They are not, girl, but you got to do something. You got to do something, honey. Mari said, not you calling us out. I got, on a Friday night, I got to. And you know I'm pretty grammatically correct when I speak, but girl, you all gonna get me upset. I'm gonna have to step outside of my grammar, outside of the very prestigious educational institutions that I've gone to get y'all out. Someone said it's Ramadan. I knew a black man named Ramadan. Yeah? Y'all need to observe him. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. IG girls, in all seriousness, it might be glitching, but IG always glitches, girl. I don't know what to do about that. So maybe y'all need to come to TikTok, honey. There's 500 ladies. There'll probably be 1,000 ladies up in here, girl. And just FYI, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Coach Anwar. I'm a dating coach for Black and brown women. If you are interested in learning about what I do, definitely click the link in my bio and learn what I do. I have free trainings. I have a link to book a consultation call if you want to work with me. I have a link to my podcast, which is like a top relationship podcast in the world. And if there's anything that I say on this live, definitely tap the screen, double tap, triple tap the screen to the point where you have arthritis or carpal tunnel, and so we can get these likes up. Yeah? All right, let me see what y'all are talking about. Me said, hey, fairy godbrother, hello. Mari Stevens said, do Australian men like black women? I don't trust Australian men. Those are the criminals of the English, girl. And the English are already colonizers and criminals. Girl, the Australian men don't like black women. You never hear me talk about Australian men because they're not it. They're not it, girl. Ananda said, love your insight. Thank you. Sandy said, where's the music? Girl, only on Sundays, girl. It keeps me, the music on a Sunday keeps me centered, honey. Sierra said, do you recommend blocking men? Oh, just FYI, for the girls that are not, that like don't understand what we're doing here, you put your questions in the comments and I will answer them in the order that I see them. Questions about love, dating, relationships, and men or women or anything in between. JVXOXO said, I dated an Australian, but he had crazy ADHD energy. Yeah, girl, they hopping around from woman to woman like the kangaroos there, girl. Yeah. Asira said, do you recommend blocking men? If they are emotionally abusive and you don't feel safe, then yeah, you should block them. Hey, Chrissy. Victoria said, how many solo dates should we be going on a month? Well, girl, every time, first of all, you should be thinking about this not like, oh, I need to go on a solo date this many times a month. Every time you go out is an opportunity to connect and to learn something and to be with somebody. Yeah? So that's how I want you to be thinking about this. I don't want you to be like checking these things off on a box scroll. Every time you go out, even if you go into your mailbox scroll, you better talk to that mailman, honey. You better talk to that guy walking home from work. Every opportunity is an opportunity. Davis Faith said, what do you think about the Facebook dating app? Girl, no shade, nobody's on Facebook anymore. The same people that are on Facebook are the same people that are playing pickleball. 50, 60 plus, girl. And that's no shade to them, girl, but most of y'all in here are not that. I wouldn't do it. That's all I gotta say. All right, I see a lot of y'all are accepting this challenge, which I totally love. Like I said before, I need 5 points from you. A lot of the girls are like, oh my God, if I get one number, it's cute. Honey, we live in abundance here, which means anytime you go out, I want you to have at least 3 of them: a gold medalist, a silver medalist, and a bronze medalist. The gag is never leave with one of these guys. Just get their numbers and keep it moving. You never want to stay with a guy for a long time when you're out and about like this, because the way that guys think, they're gonna think, oh my God, that guy's like, they're together, so I'm not gonna engage with her. Girl, 5-10 minutes, keep it moving, girl. Inertia. Move, 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 move. Don't get stuck. And when that 5-10 minutes goes around, just be like, oh my God, all right, I'm gonna keep it moving. I'm gonna talk to some other people, but find me a little bit later, right? Always have them chasing you, and always tell them that they need to find you a little bit later. Yeah? So literally, an hour goes by, bitch, you got 20 men trying to find you, girl. Girl, you got people chasing you, girl. Did you ever watch that movie The Fugitive with Harrison Ford, girl? Bitch, you're the fucking fugitive, girl. They're all chasing you. That's what you want. You hear me? Yes, honey. Yes. This is what we do. This is how we do it. Have them chasing you, girl. Have them chasing you. All right, girl, so this is how we're going to do it. All right, let me see what the girls are talking about. Casey said, how do you feel about natural hair and dating? Girl, whatever hair that you love, rock it. Just understand that when it's natural, girl, those white men are going to be flocking to you, girl. It's like catnip. Yeah? Chris understood. Thank you so much for the little crown. Awaken with Annette said, advice for dating white men. What do you mean, girl? What advice are you looking for? Because it's not much different than other men. They just won't be as assertive when they're flirting. You might have to start the conversation with them. Yeah. But girl, please wear that natural hair. Please. Lovely. It's beautiful. Yeah, the European men love natural hair. That's what, I don't even know how to even pronounce this. Jermaine Canting said, totally agree with that. Lanesha said he called me weird when he provoked me and blocked me on Instagram, yet he still hovers in my views. Girl, just because a guy watches your story or views your shit, it doesn't mean anything. He's just trying to keep tabs on you, but it doesn't mean that he likes you. Just like no shade, like sometimes you'll check on those people that like you kind of like but didn't like in college or in high school or in a certain chapter in your life. It's not like you really want to be with them. You just want to see, what are they doing? What's going on? And then you keep it moving. Yeah? Hey, your girl, Reese. Mari said, Amor speaks facts. I try, girl. I try. Rosie said, all they want is to have fun. Who? The Irish? I know, and they're so much fun, girl. They're so much fun. Get into it. P said, do age gap relationships work? Well, what's the age gap, girl? There's a difference between 50 and 20 versus 30 and 40. Yeah. Jane said, I'm Australian. Nar. Your girl Beast, thank you so much for the ice cream cones, girl. Golden Lady said, OMG, he's on Podcast Addict. Who is? I don't even know what that is. Awaken with Annette said, do you do audits? I'm seeing someone but have doubts and want to know if I'm wrong. No, my programs are like very thorough, and they're 6 to 12 months. Yeah, I don't do like one-offs. I'm really about transformation here. Yeah. Girl, I can give you a fish or I can teach you how to fish. Thank you so much for the hat. Appreciate that. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Why am I attracted to overconfidence? We oftentimes are attracted to things that we don't have. That's why a lot of the girls are really attracted to like charisma or people that are like loud and brash, because like we oftentimes will live through them and be inspired to them by them and try to emulate them, right? So It's probably because we might have a confidence issue, girl. And I say that with love and respect. Hello, Jay Free. Good to see you, girl. As she said, not kangaroos. Yes, girl, kangaroos. That's what the Australians are all about, girl. They get around, girl. If you look at the research and the statistics, the Australians have a very high sexual partner rate. Same with the Turkish girl. They go hip hop, hip hop. Hey, it's Wiggy said I miss you. Miss you too, girl. Miss you too. Jazzy said, where are the events for St. Patrick's in Montreal? Well, here's the gag, and thank you all so much for reminding me. My partner's name is Patrick, so I always set up a little party, a little something something for him on St. Patrick's Day, just to celebrate him. So Sunday's the day, girl. Woo woo. Felicity said, where can I go alone on a Friday night in Long Beach, California? I'm off the apps. Girl, you better go downtown, girl. Go to Hollywood. Go to Beverly Hills. Long Beach is cute, girl, but let's have a little bit of action. Go to Hollywood, girl. Angelica said, Nigerian men, ? Well, I have done a whole video on that, and I've had a whole entire country of men try to curse me because I spilled some tea on that. Yeah? Do not. I will say this, it's very tricky. So, I would check that video out. But ladies, let our girl Angelica know what our experience, our collective experience has been like when it comes to Nigerian men. Let the girl know, honey. We're a family here. Yuaketa said, Anwar, 55 and 40-year-old has been reaching out long distance, met him on a live. Hopefully not my live, girl. A Baby said, how soon should it take a man to declare you girlfriend? 2.5 to 3 months. Anything more than that, girl, that's not it, girl. He's not into it. He should know. Breezy said, how do you feel about coffee dates? I love them. I love coffee dates. I love drink dates. I like very informal first dates so that we can just figure out and have a very clear understanding and evaluation of the dater. A lot of men, and oftentimes a lot of not narcissistic guys, will try to overly impress you to the point where you are overestimating the dater because the date is nice. Do you know what I mean? Fishing said, I have a problem. My problem isn't getting men, it's getting them to take me seriously. Well, it really depends. So where are you meeting these men? Are you just letting them pick you up in the wild? Because, girl, don't let men hunt you. That's what they will do if they're trying to pick you up in the wild. And when they do that, that's freaking wild. Yeah? If you're at Target, focus on your shopping. Don't let some rando pick you up at Target. You want to be in curated spaces. I always say with either a physical or invisible velvet rope. Okay? And I have a feeling that you're giving time to these guys that are hunting you in the wild, and because they're unserious, they're not taking you seriously. Ariel Dean, thank you so much for the heart me. JS said, I'm not excited about the thought of dating. Is that weird? No, most people aren't. But you need to get to a neutral place to start dating. If you're negative, it's not going to work. And don't force the funk, girl. Resi said, what challenge? The challenge is for St. Patrick's weekend, girl, you will get 2 points for an Irishman. No, 2 points for a redhead, 1 point for an Irishman, and then 0 points for any other guy. I guess I'll give you a half a point for the non-Irish, okay? Good. That's the challenge. If y'all accept it, you got to give me one of these. Giovanna said, do you work with women 50 and over? 100%. I was just chatting with a woman in her 60s yesterday that she's probably going to sign up. Yeah, most definitely. Shelly said 20 men chasing me is a little scary. Girl, pretend like you're that little doll in the Squid Game and you have all of the men walking toward you like this, girl. Pew, 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 pew. Each and every one of them, girl. You're that Squid Game girl. Don't be scared of men, girl. Ooh. Okay, let me see what the tea is. Yo, Willie said the Nigerian video is so on point. Thank you, girl. Kayla said Jewish men. Living for black women, it's a little dodgy right now. They're really sensitive about their shit, like Erykah Badu would say. Got a lot going on, so it might be a tense time, no shade, but I would... Okay, so you can't say anything about this group of people on TikTok or anywhere else, but I will just say that I would focus on others. Yeah, it's a very sensitive time for that group. GM said, I love your voice and you're so handsome. Thank you, but also my man will not accept you flirting with me. And he's very chill until he's not. And when he's not, girl, I stand right to the back, girl, and I let him do what his white rage makes him do, honey. Oh my gosh, girl. So be careful. Don't poke the bear. Jehan said, why y'all like Nigerian men? It's not that people like Nigerian men, no shade. What they like is the romanticism, because the Nigerian men will play into the way that most women have been conditioned and programmed to think about romance. And they play into that at the beginning. And so that is why you all can get like kind of sucked into the web. Okay? Because it's like they're doing everything for you. They're calling you. They're giving you flowers. They're opening the doors, right? They're doing all of that. And then slowly the mask will start to come off, right? So depending on where, a lot of people ask about that because at the very beginning of the courtship, it seems like a dream. Yeah. Yeah. Someone said, is he French Canadian and more? My partner, yes, ma'am. That's why I'm here in Montreal. Oui, oui, bonjour, ça va? Yeah. Yes. As I can see, up and down. And thank you all so much for the almost 25,000 likes here on TikTok. Girl, everybody is saying no to the Jamaican men. I haven't seen one person say yes. Yeah. June Girl said, OMG, saw your post about a man asking you to be his piece. My narc ex said this all the time. So true. Never let a man, if he says, I want you to be my piece, he's got a war inside of himself. Run the other way, girl. World War III. Yeah? Chrissy said Jamaican men are a huge no. Yes, Jamaican men are Nigerian men without the money. So, everything that I said about Nigerian men, you can also say that about Jamaican men too. Now, oh my God, everybody Everybody gets on my ass because I speak in generalizations. When I speak in that, I mean the majority of them. Okay? Kai said, you should host speed dating on here, Anwar. I gotta find, girl, I'm not gonna just put any old guy in front of y'all. One, some of y'all thirsty gonna eat him right up. No shade, girl. It's been a while for some of us. But second, like, you know, I'm very protective of my community. And, you know, I treat all of my girls, my ladies, like sisters, like family. So the guy has to be legit, too legit to quit, as my mentor would say. So I have to vet him, and I don't have time to vet men. I'm like too I'm too busy helping my clients get into great relationships. So I've had 2 clients get into relationships this week. Usually there's anywhere from 1 to 3 clients every week. One woman in Vermont, another woman in New York. So if you ever make an excuse about your location, girl, my girl, she got her guy, redhead, and up there, honey. I don't want to hear any excuses. It's possible. Okay? I have to put this charger on my phone, honey. Yeah? Cooking with Carly said, hi, Amwar. So glad you are on live. Thank you, girl. I'm not going to be on here for a long time, girl, because I got to get my beauty sleep, girl. What's going on with my... Okay. I got to get my beauty sleep. Alana said, I got ghosted at 2 months, broke my heart. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but please understand. I always tell people this, and I think it's really important, and I want you to think about this as well. Every week that you talk to a guy, you only know them about 3%. Yeah, so please understand that this guy, that if you were talking to him for 2 months, you only knew like a quarter of him. It's very hard to make a determination when you only know about a quarter of a guy. Yeah. In less than 30 said, I just moved from SoCal to Dallas, and dating scene for this black girl has been transformative. Yeah, LA is the 3rd hardest city to date in. The 2nd hardest is Houston. The 1st hardest in it is Atlanta. The 4th hardest is Miami. The 5th hardest is Phoenix. Yeah. Breezy84, thank you so much for the fire, girl. Yo, Willie, thank you so much for the TGIF. India said, what is the wild? Picking you up in the wild. This means offline, when you're just like living your life, and if you're pumping gas and someone picks you up, that is the wild. He's picking you up in the wild. Yeah? Tiffy said, damn, so my man not in Houston. He may be, girl, but it just means that it's going to take you a while to find him. Yeah? When my clients say that they're in any of those cities, I know it's going to take at least a year to find their guy in my program. Lil Lade said, why do guys I date always try to humble me? Well, a couple of things. You might be in your masculine energy, and when you're in your masculine energy, what will happen is that you will attract 2 kinds of guys. One who is, and by the way, most women of color are in their masculine energy because they have to, unfortunately. But you will attract a guy that's in his dominant feminine energy and who's regressed into a teenage boy and who's looking for a mother, or a guy that's in his hyper masculinity or toxic masculinity who will try to humble you, force you to submit into your feminine. Yeah? So that's one reason. The other reason is, and I did a video about this, 5 categories that guys put you in. You might be out of their league. And when you're out of a guy's league, he will try to humble you so that he doesn't feel inadequate. And Jay said, what about the gym? Yeah, girl, go to the gym, girl. The gym is good. Especially if you are plus size, curvier, girl. Those bodybuilder guys, they're into you. They live for you. They can't get enough of you, girl. Some of the girls, when I tell them to do that, they're like, I don't need you to be telling me to go to the gym, asshole. And I'm like, girl, that's not why I'm telling you to go. I'm telling you to go so you can get you a bodybuilder, girl, because they're living for you. And here's the thing about dating. you're somebody's type. You've got to figure out whose type you are and really lean into it. Yeah? When I was doing my do, I realized I have a lane. And you know what the guys that live for me? Teachers. So you know what I was saying? Gotta get myself a teacher, honey. Lo and behold, this guy's a teacher. Some of y'all accountants, some of y'all IT tech, some of y'all gamers, some of y'all lawyers, some of y'all finance guys. Figure the hell out who your guy is, right? What are the patterns of the guys that have been living for you, and lean into that. That's why I make all these videos about the white guys that are into black girls, right? Or, the non-black guys, or, the kinds of black guys that are into black women, or what have you. So oh my gosh, if I see an Italian guy, if I see a Jewish guy, if I see a European guy, if I see an artist who's on top of his game, if I see a redhead, right? Let me lean in. That's why I do it, girl. Jesty, thank you so much for the compliment. She said, love your content. Appreciate it. And Ella said, club promoters, DJ, nightlife, event guys in general are red flags, right? They are wildly unserious. In less than 30, thank you so much for the 14 roses. I appreciate it. Trashy Flower says he doesn't initiate dates but is enthusiastic every time I suggest and pays. You shouldn't have to suggest. This man is not in his femme. I'm not in his masculine. You finish how you start. You set a precedent. And right now you've created a situation where you're going to always have to ask a man to do something for you. It's not a good sitch. Don't say another thing, Trashy Flowers. Okay? Mejlinda said, advice for Eastern European girls. Girl, no advice for you. Have fun, do you. Faduma said, Anwar, hi. Hello, how are you? Didi Mo said, Irishmen are great. I had one and loved it. Girl, go to Ireland this summer, honey. Get you about 3 or 4 good ones. So much fun. So great. Glorious Sita said, St. Patrick's Day is tomorrow. I think it's on Sunday. Should I hit the streets or pubs to catch a lucky charm? Yes, girl. But you must have come in late, girl. The challenge is get yourself as many men as possible this weekend. You will get 2 points for a redhead, 1 point for an Irish guy, and half a point for any other guy. And your job is to get to 5 points. Yes. You have to have fun with dating. And I know a lot of y'all are competitive, so that's why I do these challenges in my lives. Someone asked about Lisbon, Portugal. Great for fun, but they will not marry you, and many of them are very poor, like impoverished. That's not me coming for them, by the way. Missy said, what if I am a redhead? Let your powers combine with another one, girl. You are Captain Planet. Yes, honey. That's when 2 becomes 1, honey. Let me see what y'all are talking about. Scotland too, girl. Scotland too. Crystalline said, how long should I wait for him to make it official? If he hasn't made it official within 3 months, girl, you got to bring it up. R. Bloom said, bodybuilder, gym bros love curvy women. 100%. This is the thing. And they have to, like, those are the guys, they have to come go to the gym every day, right? Not the ones that go like once or twice a week, girl. They're not in it to win it. Those are not the guys that will be, pumping you up and doing sets with you. You need the meatheads, the bodybuilders, creatine realness. Yeah? Let me see what you're talking about over here. Smiley face said, can vouch, muscular men love me. You gotta know who's living for you. Yeah? If you are a plus size, curvier woman, please understand that the bodybuilders, the gamers, the Black and Hispanic men, the guys that are 20 years older than you, and the guys that are half your size, those are the guys that are living for you. Yeah? Don't try to get with the bigger guys, girl. A lot of the times they will use their or project their own fat phobia onto you. That's been my experience in being a dating coach for about 14 years. Yeah. Didi Mosa, you are awesome, Amber. Thank you, girl. Autumn said, don't bodybuilders have small sausages? Some of them too, girl. If they were on those roids, girl, snatch some of that sausage right up, girl. You right about it. But no shade, girl. Depending on your T, girl, and what your size is, girl, because some girls are packing and some girls aren't. Some girls have different fits. Yeah, so if you have a certain fit, girl, that small sausage might be your T. The research says that that different races have different vaginal sizes, right? So just depending on your fit. Some are tighter, Black girls. Some are longer, white girls. Some have a greater circumference, my Hispanic girls. Again, on average. Let me see what else y'all talking about up in here. Green Tea Goody said, what if you attract covert street pharmacists? Girl. If that's the case, I need you to get with real pharmacists. I need you to get with in-store pharmacists, girl. Go to your local CVS, Walgreens, Target, and stay there, girl. Don't be outside. Someone said I posted my question in the question chat. Please check. I don't check the question tab. Just put them in the chat. That's how I read the questions. Michelle said, hi, Fairy Godbrother. Hello. I hope everyone's doing well. Geraldine said, if he paid for the dinner, is that a date? Did he set everything up? What's that tea? Simone said, just went out on a dinner date today with a guy that has a master's in computer science. Girl, you're set, girl. Yes, girl. Girl, you're on the right track. You're on the right track, girl. This is what I'm talking about. If I have any college student girls in here, I want to let y'all know, stop going to those college games, girl. Stop going to the humanities building. You better be doing your homework in the library, in the engineering building, and the computer science building. And if you're a Black girl in college, because I know there's some of you in here, study abroad so that you can learn a language, put that language on your resume. But also, you're going to need to beef up your dating and love resume, because most Black girls are starting to date around college age anyway. And if you study abroad in Latin America and or in Europe, girl, you have 3 to 5 boyfriends at all times. That's how you get fluent in a language. And that's how you beef up your love resume. Yeah. Girl, that's why I am fluent in 6 languages now, girl. Everywhere I went, Germany, Italy, I always had 5 boyfriends, girl. Oh, to be young again. Thank you all so much for the almost 44,000 likes up in here. Appreciate it. R. Bloom, thank you so much for the rose. That's right. And the Money Tree said LMFAO. That's how you get fluent in a language. It's the D. 100%. 100%. Ayana Kai said, and why I love you truly. You serve us with the realness. I try, girl. I try. I think some of the girls think like I'm just trying to gag y'all, trying to get likes. Girl, I just try to tell you what I know, and then I hope that you live. We're in Latin America. Well, if you want life, you can go to Colombia with an O, Brazil, Ecuador, Panama, Mexico, Merida. Kim Ashley, thank you so much for the 34 roses. Very nice of you. I appreciate it. Let me see what y'all are talking about. Tarara, thank you so much for the 12 roses. Pecky said, how long should I wait till he initiates one date when it's the first date? 1 week, girl. 1 week. He's either about it or not. Especially in this economy, like a lot of these guys are not taking a lot of women out on dates because it's expensive to date. And so they will they'll like play with you for a long time on these apps and via text. But so that's why I say 1 week. If he can't do it, he's out. Jen said, I love Amor. Thank you, girl. R. Bloom said, I talk way too much. That's the gag, girl. You want to make sure that you're talking at a 50-50 conversation ratio. Some of the girls on here will tell you, don't say anything, let him talk. No, you don't want him to do that. You don't want to do that. You want to see if he has the respect of women to be able to allow you to have have an opinion and respect it. A lot of these men don't want to hear from women. They just want you to be a microphone and he just talks all of the time. Yeah? Don't do that. You have opinions, you have intelligence, you have agency and independence, and you want to share that and see how he is able to handle that. Because a lot of guys aren't able to handle that, and you want to know that quickly, yeah, before you get too deep in the game. Zen Vibe said, he tried to kiss me on the first date. Red flag? No, not necessarily. But I will tell you, a lot of guys who are very serious about you probably won't make a move on you. And that's because they are being overly respectful of your boundaries and they don't want to mess things up. Serpentine said, how about men from Turkey? They love black women. But the thing is, they got little things, girl. They got little things. It's the saddest thing ever. But they'll live for you. If you're a black woman, you want to go to Greece, southern Italy, and or Turkey, girl, goddesslife.com. Twiggy Small said, it's the saddest thing ever. It really is. When I was living in Germany, one of my first boyfriends was Turkish, and it didn't work out. Nick Wash said, Amware After Dark, love your lives. Thank you, girl. Is that the Nick Wash that I know? Let me see what the T is, honey. Okay, hey Nick Wash, good to see you, girl. German guys live for black women. I lived in Germany for 18 months. I think I was proposed to 3 times. Girl, I could have been Angela Merkel, but I decided not to. They love us, girl. They can't get enough of us. Yeah. Honey, the tea with the German men is like, because the history is so stained, girl, they've over course corrected and now they're overly open, girl. Jamaican Ting said, okay, now I get the name. My dad is German. He married my dark-skinned mama 42 years ago. Mm-hmm. I'm not surprised. Berg Pora said agreed with the Portuguese men. Danny said, just saw your video about texting and you're 100% correct. I hope so, girl. I'm a dating coach. I've been a dating coach for 14 years. I have seen it all. I've coached it all. I've gotten thousands of women into amazing relationships. A couple of weeks ago, I was in New Orleans for a client's wedding. Since then, I've had, I don't know, 6 or 7 different clients get into exclusive relationships. So, girl, it is what it is. Yeah? Let me see what y'all are talking about. Didi Mo, thank you so much for the team bracelet. Tiffany, thank you so much for the disco love. Hot Damali said, Anwar, how do you suggest I approach or show my gym crush interest? I'm a bit reluctant. I'm bashful. Honey, don't get bashful, girl. What is this? Snow White, 7 dwarves? You're bashful? Don't do that, girl. You got to give Snow White, not one of the dwarves. Yeah? So what do? Girl, you can smile at him, ask him to help you with something. Hey, can you help me put this weight on, please? Or you can ask him, can you help me like deal with this? You seem like you know your way around. You always like, if you are engaging with a man in the wild, you can give him a compliment. You can ask for a recommendation, or you can like ask for help. Men love to help. A man won't bond with you or connect with you if he can't help you. That's how they derive their value. So, someone said gym bros are super nice. Many of them are, unless they're on those roids, girl. So, even if they got the pods in, girl, just do one of these. So he knows how to take it out, girl. So, yeah. That's my advice. Okay, let me give you some more tea, girl, because a lot of you girls, we don't know how to move the conversation forward after we like have that initial 2 rounds of conversation. So after he helps you, then you thank him. Oh my God, thank you so much. I really appreciate this. And then you let him know, oh my gosh, like you wanna ask something about like everyday life, like, oh my gosh, after this, like, I'm gonna go this place, let's say the grocery store, or something like that. Then you ask him, you say, oh, I need to go to a grocery store. Is there one near here? Then he can tell you yes or no, and then you guys can start talking about everyday life. You have to, one of the things that is really important is when you are having a conversation with people, a lot of people will ask questions that are yes or no, right? And you want to ask what and how questions so that he will start, like, he'll have to share a story with you, right? So I gave you like a where. Oh my God, where would be the nearest grocery store? I need to pick up some blah, 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 right? Well, there's a grocery store here, there's a grocery store there. Oh, what one is your favorite? How would I get there? Right? Oh, do you go there all the time? What kinds of things do you do? Right, open-ended questions. A lot of people are like, not even asking questions. I'm like, girl, let's get it together. Brenda said, big girl dating for the past 8 years. I go on dates, but none go past second or third dates. What should I do? It's hard for me to tell because there could be a variety of different things that are happening. So, for example, one of the things that I see that happens a lot is that he doesn't feel like emotionally connected to you. So this might be a vulnerability issue. The other thing is a lot of these guys might just be into things that are sexual. So if you're on a third date and you don't give it up, then he's like, okay, I'm going to just find someone that's easier. Because a lot of these guys are not serious. Like men, they are looking for sex and then they fall in love along the way. And a lot of women are looking for love and have sex along the way. So, you know, if especially on the third date, since that's like the quote unquote golden rule, if that doesn't happen around the third date, they'll probably peace out. So that might be part of what's happening. Someone said thoughts on truckers. I don't think about truckers. Some of the girls tell me that the truckers are the motherfuckers because they always got a girl or a family in a different location, girl. That they're, you know, not only are they delivering the goods, but they're delivering the goods. Yeah? So, that's that on that. Pretty Panther said, thank you for these gems. You're welcome, girl. I can't say courtship is a thing of the past. A lot of my clients are getting courted, honey. Courted like some of these criminals, honey. Courted like Trump. So my clients are getting courted. So, clock it. You gotta have a strategy, though. You gotta have a dating strategy, and most women don't have a dating strategy. In the chat, if you don't have a dating strategy, give me hashtag dating, hashtag no strategy. I need to figure out who has a dating strategy, who doesn't. Do you know, like, do you have a framework in terms of how you date? Do you know how to go from first conversation to first date? Do you have a way of going from first date to exclusivity? If not, you may want to think about wanting to work with me, girl. Yeah? Girl, I see 18 hashtag no strategies here on TikTok. I see another, I think almost 8 no strategies. Y'all have a strategy for everything else in your lives except for dating. Girl, if you went to work without a strategy, y'all would be fired. Y'all would be in the unemployment line because they would have fired you because you don't know what you're doing. So you can't get the desired result of what you're doing without a strategy. Nick said, I have a strategy now, hashtag Amway. I know that's right, bitch. No shade. I mean that in the most respectful way, obviously. Yeah? Girl, strategy. You need it. So someone said hashtag sorta strategy. Girl, there is no sorta. Sorta strategy is no strategy, no shade. Hashtag no shade. Yeah? Oh my gosh, girls. Girl, on TikTok I've seen 50 no strategies. Come on now. You cannot get mad. You cannot be surprised. You cannot be like expecting that something is going to work out for you if you don't know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, it's going to be very hard to feel confident in it. If you don't know what you're doing, you may not know where your boundaries are in dating. It's very important. Someone said hashtag host strategy. And how is that working out, girl? I want to know. I'm nosy. Yeah? So we got to get a dating strategy. super important. One of the things that we do, one of the first things we do in the program is teach the clients how to have a dating strategy and be consistent with it. Okay? It hurts my heart to see all of these no strategies. Please understand something. This is not coincidental. Women are not taught how to date, and they are kept in a very disempowered state when it comes to dating. And if you're a woman of color, we probably didn't get any sort of, I'm talking about this collective room, did not get instruction from our mothers in terms of how to date, because she didn't know how to date. This is historical. This is a pathology, right? Because when we first came to America, we didn't date. We just got together. I don't know how it was in y'all's junior high, but in my junior high, if you walked home with someone, y'all were going out. If you did one dance with somebody, y'all were going out. So there was no like, okay, these are steps to get to a desired relationship outcome. Yeah? So, if you are looking to learn how to date, to do it with strategy, definitely book a call. Definitely. I also have a dating strategy course if that's something that you're interested in. If the programs that I have that are at the 4-figure level are way too much, there's also a dating strategy course that's like $149, but it is like worth its weight in gold. Like thousands of dollars of content in there. Okay, Dio Corp said that was how it was for my generation too. B-Soy said, I grew up in a white town and always felt undesirable. Here's the gag. The gag is, someone asked, how do you access the course? Go to the link in my bio. There should be a tab for all my programs and courses. What I want you to understand is that all of those little white boys, they liked you. But they were so concerned about their peer group that they could never say anything. So what you took that to mean is that nobody's checking for me. But there were a lot of little white boys that were checking for you. And there are a lot of white men that are checking for you as well. Someone said, what's your Instagram? Get your guy underscore coaching. Yeah. They were checking for you. They were checking for you. And guess what? These white men are checking for you too now. This is why I'm one of the few black dating coaches that are always talking about, girl, date everybody. And I get a lot of shit for it. And I miss out on a lot of media opportunities. You probably won't often see me in places like Essence or other, because that's not part of their MO. A lot of people are pushing Black love. But I want to make sure that you are with the best person for you. I don't care what that looks like. I don't care what package that is. Because what I know is that these non-Black men are checking for you. They are. The gag is, though, you're going to have to start a conversation. Christine said, it's true. You're so good with that regarding dating smart outside of your race, too, at times. 100%. I know that there are literally not enough Black men for Black women. For every 100 Black women, there are only 88 Black men. So there aren't enough. So y'all gonna have to get out. And the gag is, if he's well-to-do and he's got his shit together, it's a 50-50 split. He's not checking for the Black girls. He's checking for the half non-Black girls and the half Black girls. And 80% of the Black women are checking for that guy, and he's not checking for you. He's half checking for you. Yeah? Yeah. Dr. G said that's why some of them double up. Some of them can double up in places like DC and North Carolina, Charlotte, and Atlanta, where the gender ratio is so off that every well-to-do black man has 6 or 8 women that are checking for them. So he doesn't have to treat you right, because he can treat you however he wants to, because he has 5 other women that are waiting in the wings for him. You're probably not going to hear a lot of this from other people because it's depressing, but I want to give you the tea no chaser so that you understand that. What was that song? No, I'm not going to say it, girl. I'm classy. I'm classy. I'm not going to say it, girl. But they're not loyal, right? They're loyal to themselves. So you've got to be loyal to yourself as well. Yeah? That's what I want to offer to you. Good. Let me see what y'all are talking about in here, honey. And here's the thing. This is something that I think is very important for many people to understand. Half to 2/3 of my clients end up with black men. This is not me trying to push like, oh my God, I just want you with a white man. I just want you with an Asian man. No, I just want you with the best man for you. Yeah. Queen Nefertiti said, I never liked dating non-black men, but from now, with the type of life I want and how I want to be loved, I am dating outside of my race now. Great. Hello, Miss Blackstock. I see you, girl. Okay, let me see what y'all are talking about. Oh my gosh, I'm losing my place here. Yes, Brittany said these bros ain't loyal. Pamela said vicious ear tuck. Yes, ma'am. Green Tea Goody said, I heard San Diego has more men than women. San Diego, Seattle, and Austin. I think also Denver. Cheyenne said, I want a white one. Sorry, not sorry. Girl, stop acting like they're a pocketbook, girl. Yeah? Beautiful Reflection said, I only like black men, but I'm going to try to go outside. Try them all. See who wins. That's all I'm saying. Yeah? I think a lot of us like black men because, and I like black men as well, because I am one sometimes. I'm saying all of this to say, if you were born in China, you would probably like Chinese men. There is kind of a conditioning that happens as well. Yeah. So I want to offer that. And many of us have a loyalty to black men because oftentimes we have felt like we needed to chase our father's love, and there's a void there. And whether we're conscious of it or not, sometimes we believe like if we're with a black man, it will rewrite the history of our father wound. So I want to offer that to anyone who can and or will receive it. Because most of us had mothers that were highly critical or judgmental, or dads that were emotionally or physically absent. Yeah. So I just want to hold space for anyone who's had that experience and who resonates with any of that. Yeah. Let me see what y'all are talking about. Someone said both. Sand Queen said yes. Dominique said that was a word. Phenomenal said both. Melissa said, I'm such a people pleaser. Dominique, thank you so much for the rose. IK said, Amor, you're amazing. Loves to read said, I receive it. So true. Love it, love it, love it. I have a former client on IG sharing that she met her guy through Hinge and that it was her first adult relationship since divorce. Thank you for sharing that, girl. Appreciate that. If you were Risa Tisa's dating coach, how would you advise her? I didn't listen to all of the 52, 56 videos because I literally lived this all day, every day as a dating coach for many, many women. Here's what I know. I know that oftentimes Black women are raised to be stoic, which means that they can be emotionally stunted and or just detached from their full feelings. And the reason why I say this is because, and this is not me coming for Black women, I'm saying this because our parents will raise us to be stoic because they know how hard this work is or how hard life is. And so they don't want us to like get caught up in all of the different micro, macro aggressions, disappointments that will happen as a person of color. But what I would say to a Risa Tisa or anyone else that has difficulty with dating is you're going to have to be one with your feelings so that you can be in touch with your intuition. It is the only way to understand and align with your intuition because I know that your female intuition will never lead you astray. So understanding what your feelings are will help you tremendously. If she was prioritizing her feelings versus this versus scarcity mindset, right? Thinking that she'd rather have a 5 or 6 because having something, even if it isn't fully serving her, is better than having nothing. If she got rid of that mindset, she'd be good to go. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Good. I'm gonna have to reach out to you, Miss Blackstock, because you really I appreciate the shout out so much. Yeah, really do appreciate it. All right, let me see what's going on here. Harmony said it's getting deep, taking notes. That's the work. This is the work. Taishia, thank you so much for the 6 roses. Yeah, we'll have to catch up. Let me know when things calm down for you, okay? Appreciate you always, Amor. Girl, thank you. I appreciate you too. Ray Bay said, is it really possible for a man to really be very busy chasing their dreams? Yeah, but guess what? The busiest people are actually the people that will get back to you the quickest because they're so busy that they cannot be offline. So they're always going to be available to email and text and do all of that because they have to. That's why I don't want you to ever believe that I'm very busy. Okay? It means that he's not into it. He doesn't live for you. And we got to move on fast. Yeah. Just Isaosa said Barack Obama made it to the dinner table every year as president, or every night as president when he was home. Yeah. No such thing as too busy. Fatale woman thinks that my fairy god brother, I love you. Thank you, girl. I appreciate it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Lala Champagne Mommy said short men. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Adrian Fitzpatrick, thank you so much for the 4 roses. This is Jaguar said mixed signals. What does that mean exactly? What are you asking? The Siditi sis said, how soon is too soon for a man to tell me he likes me, wants to date me? He should be telling you pretty quickly that he wants to date you. Are you talking about casual dating or commitment? Let me see what time it is, honey, because I need my beauty sleep. I've been really trying to make sure that this face doesn't, stays cute, honey. Tanya Rose, thank you so much for the 9 roses. Honey Badger says, I love your content. Thank you so much. Fizz said, hi, Amar, getting straight to the point. I'm at a standstill on dating. I'm so frustrated. Okay. What's the question, lady? I'm here to help. Sherry said, do you think casual is not good to do? I think you get to do whatever the hell you want to do. Yeah? If you're in your casual era, girl, get it. Casualcorner.com. Bisoy said, what if he is abroad and wants to visit you? Let him, but he can't stay at your house. That's what I would recommend, at least. Boundaries, girl. Monet Lisa, hey, fairy godbrother. Hey, girl. Native Ton, hey, Amor, do you have any tips for long distance? This man goes out of his way for me, but he's far. He needs to visit you within the first 4 to 6 weeks. If he doesn't, he's not serious. Trust. That's how I test it. And that's what I recommend for so many of my clients. Dion said, what advice could you possibly give a workaholic? I think a lot of us are dating our jobs because we don't have men. So one of the things that I would offer to you is to start to enact boundaries at work so that when you do have a human boyfriend, you'll be able to enact boundaries with him. Yeah? Sometimes we feel the void, and that's okay. But we get to work on those things while we're doing it. Dr. G said, lately Indian men have been checking for me. Girl, they've been checking for you forever. They've just probably been a bit more vocal recently, but none of them are serious long term. That's why you don't hear me talk a lot about Indian men, because many of them are looking for replacements for their mothers that are a bit overbearing, and they often think that many Black women will do that. Not all of them, but many of them. And I don't have a huge record of Black women and Indian men together because a lot of the families won't accept Black people in the family. And a lot of these men are literally run by their families. Their parents tell them everything to do. And it's very hard for them to do something different than what their family wants for them. So that's why you don't hear me talk about, yeah, girl, get you an Indian man. So I don't say that to offend. I say that to keep it real so that we can be focusing our energy in places where we're going to get married if marriage is your goal. Doesn't have to be. Or connected and in a serious relationship if that is your goal. Miss Cosmo said, you're so smart. Thank you, girl. And Ev said, colorist too. Yeah, very much so. Bass Bunny said, what race do you think is most successful with black women? The stats, the research is already there. Black women and white men make the best couples, have the lowest divorce rate. It's, I think, like minus 44% or 44% less than the average. Black men and white women have a 200% increase in divorce rate from the average. Yeah. Fun said he did a video about it. Girl, I've done a video about everything. That's why I have, 550,000 followers on TikTok? It's crazy. So, yeah. Bianca said submit from 90 Day Fiancé, 100%. And he almost didn't make it because his family is trying to tell him exactly what to do, girl. KK, thank you so much for the 23 roses. And thank y'all for the almost 85,000 likes on TikTok and the 1,000+ women that are here. Appreciate y'all and all this support. Circuit said, whenever I'm catching up on the podcast, you get on live interrupting my homework with more info. Yes, honey, come listen to the podcast. It's called the Get Your Guy Coaching Podcast. I think it's ranked 30th in relationship podcasts in the US right now. I can never keep up, but yeah. Check the podcast out. It's really great. The most recent episode was with friendship expert Danielle Beyer-Jackson, where she's helping us figure out how can we cultivate these friendships and find new ones and figure all of that out, because friendships are a very important part of your life. Turd said, damn, there's 1,000 of us? Yes, girl. That's why if I haven't gotten to your damn comments or questions, you know why. 1,000 y'all and one of me, honey. Yeah. Tarara said the podcast is amazing. Thank you, girl. Fizz said, how do I find your podcast? Girl, Apple, pear, orange, I don't know, girl. Spotify. Bev said, you rock and I've learned so much from you. Blessings and many thanks. Thank you, girl. Appreciate it. I am Kizzy. How do I find it? Go to Apple. Sweetie ZZ said, I got almost all my friends listening to it. Thank y'all. Yes, there's a link in my bio. Thank you, Fun Girl. You're my new VP of Marketing, honey. Lola said, I've been using your dating tips and now I'm going 6 months strong. Thank you. You're welcome, girl. Appreciate it. I love hearing that. I hear that every day. It lets me know, okay, y'all are listening and implementing. There's one thing to just listen. It's another thing for y'all to really implement what I'm telling. Yeah. Tammy said, I've told so many friends listening to you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's going crazy. I think I was in the Washington Post like a week and a half ago, and then someone told me today that I was on the radio in Houston. I was like, what? And then, all of those male podcasters, they always have something to say about me. So it's crazy how these messages can get around so quickly. Yeah. Hey, Courtney Gift. Good to see you, girl. Let me see what y'all are talking about. Bettina said, my guy is all words, no action. Girl, if you wanted words, you could read Shakespeare. He has great words. Let the guy go. KK, thank you so much for the 4 fires. Nicosia said you're amazing. Thank you, girl. Desiree said, I love your advice. I'm not ready to tolerate men yet, but I'm taking notes. Yes, for the toleration, girl. Life with Keely said, I've stopped wasting so much time with men because of you. Thank you. It's amazing, girl. Boundaries are everything, and you have to have them. And I hope that the boundaries that I have been sharing with you all really do help you. Taylor said, do you think BBL girls can find commitment? I think most guys that are relationship ready are not looking for BBL women. They're looking for plain Janes. They're looking for Banana Republic. They're not looking for Fashion Nova. And I say that with love and respect. I did a video about man pretty versus boy pretty. The BBLs, the extreme curvatures, that's boy pretty, right? Man pretty is like plain Jane. I said, heavy on taking notes, gathering the information. Yep, Knife Fly. You got it right. Lululemon on a casual tip, but Banana Republic on a more everyday tip. Tory Burch. Yeah. 88 Days said, some curves are okay. Totally. But I'm talking about the extreme curves. Winsome said, it's the Blackstone effect. She's America's current voice in health advocacy. Yes, I felt that. I have definitely felt that, which has been amazing. Tammy said, do you think Black relationship podcasts are dividing us more? No, it's not the podcast. I think people need to understand that dating is becoming harder and harder. Relationships between men and women are becoming harder and harder because the research is saying that men are becoming more conservative and women are becoming more liberal. And that is a value proposition. So if your values do not align, it is going to be very difficult to come together. You see that in the conversations and the discussions and the podcast and in the dating and relationship and marriage rates. It's not the podcast. These are values that are diverging. Yeah? This is why you have Trump that has created his own sneaker, because he knows that, the 12% of black men that he got last time, he's trying to double that and get 25% of them. And he thinks that dangling a crazy ass shoe in front of these black men is going to do it. The value systems are different and will continue to be different. Yeah? Jaleesa said double tap the live. Yes, double tap, triple tap the live, honey. Sapo Diaz, thank you so much for the rosas. Gabrielle said, what is your opinion on talking to someone who's in med school? I've been doing this work for so long, I've never seen that work out. I've never seen someone successfully date someone in med school. You saw Grey's Anatomy, they have to date themselves. His focus, he's self-actualizing through med school. So his focus will always be med school. And it's very hard when his number one priority is med school, his number two priority is him, and then you're coming in third place and bronze medal in his life. After a while, that's going to wear very thin and you're going to feel really shitty about yourself. That's why it doesn't work out. Alternative view said guys say BBL is for fun only. I think most guys believe that. Stephanie Oakley said, obsessing over someone that I really don't like. What is wrong with me? Gotta be comfort. I think a lot of times we will obsess over people that don't make us feel safe. It is a coping mechanism, and it's also a trauma response. So you're going to need to figure out how this person doesn't make you feel safe. And you need to find safety within yourself so that you don't feel like you need to obsess over him. Dio Corp said, sorry, Amor, I just didn't want you to miss my question. What was the question, girl? I probably already missed it. All right, let me see what else is going on, honey. What? Oh, someone said drag me. I wasn't trying to. Someone said I need your help. If you need my help, definitely go book the consultation. The link is in my bio. We can figure out if it's a good fit, and if so, we'll get you on. I added 4 new clients today. There's more space. We're rocking and rolling. The more the merrier, honey. Dio Corp said, what does it mean if a guy goes out with you 4 times and says you are good friends? Is he still analyzing everything? No. No. He's told you you're good friends so that you know that he doesn't like you in that way. A man who's interested in you would never categorize you as a friend. Yeah? Please understand, right? I did a video that had recently 10.1 million views about the 5 categories that men put women in. When a guy says, oh, we're just friends, first of all, he knows that you like him or he wouldn't continue to go out with you. So what he's doing is he's kind of playing with you right now so that you will chase him. And that's category number 1, which is quote unquote, and I'm not coming for you, the desperate girl, where you are chasing a man, calling him, texting him, giving him money, right? Doing all of these things for him to try to get interaction, get the dopamine hit, get the attention, right? Cut it off immediately. Amputation of him away from you. Okay? Let me see what y'all are talking about. Duvacha, thank you so much for the rose. Andrika said, yes, I saw that video, saved it. Good. Kay Leone said, yep, I posted that video on my Facebook page. Awesome. Athena said, I found you yesterday and I couldn't stop watching your videos. Mind blown and such good info. Thank you. You're welcome. Kalan said, how do you flip the tables when you're the one chasing your own boyfriend? Stop chasing. Don't do anything. Let him come to you. And if he doesn't come to you within 2 to 3 weeks, he never wanted it as much as you might want. Yeah? And we may need to let it go. Because how you start is how you finish. Amara said, you're so real. This is why I respect your content so much. I love hearing the truth. I'm glad you do, girl, because there are some girls that were very triggered by that. And they thought I was, a misogynist. They thought I was a colorist. They thought I was all of this. So I'm really just trying to share information that I think is very important. I want y'all to know I want you to have this information so that if you find yourself in one of those categories that isn't fully serving you, you can get out of that category by dropping these men as quickly as possible. Success in dating is all about folding these guys as quickly as possible so that you can find your guy, right? I think of dating like poker. The best poker players fold their hands really quickly until they have the best hand. And that's what I want for all of you. Let me just see what's going on in IG. Women asking men out. That's a no for me, dog. Life with Keely. Are all of your services one-on-one? No, so I have 2 courses. I have a dating strategy course. I have the full Get Your Guy course. I have the Get Your Guy Club, which is a group coaching program. And then I have my VIP program, which is a more one-on-one personalized program. And I'm working on my book if I can ever, I don't have the time, if I ever can get it finished. Yeah. Juju said, you are my friend in my head before each date. I know that's right, girl. Get it. Therese said, do you coach women who are married? I do. I have a relationship program. I don't advertise that because it's really for my clients that get into relationship in my program. It's called the Get Your Ring program. So then I'm helping my clients go from serious relationship to moving in, engagement, and marriage. That's why the client, when I went to New Orleans 2.5 weeks ago, I was visiting my client who was getting married. Yeah, I go to a wedding probably once a quarter. That, or at least one of my clients is getting engaged once a quarter. Hart said, how do you make a man chase you? You don't make a man do anything. You observe to see if he's, first of all, you don't want a man to chase you. Because do you ever want to be chased? You want a man to pursue you, not chase you. And there's a difference. When he's chasing you, it means he's doing things at his pace and not yours. So you're already out of control. So you don't want a man to chase you, number one. Number two, you can never make a man do anything. He's got to do it based on his own volition. Sequoia said, sending get it done vibes. Thank you, girl. I needed that because I've been tripping on the book. I just need to get it done, honey. It's all there. I think I have an internal fear because I want it to be really great. Yeah, so I think I'm playing myself. No shade. Girl, not me coaching myself in front of all y'all, honey. All right, let's get it done, honey. Life with Keith said, these men want the women to pursue them. It's crazy. I think most of you all are dealing with black men, and black men want you to pursue you because the way their bonding pattern with black women is based on their relationship with their mother, and their mother was in her masculine energy taking care of them. So the expectation is that women, and many black women are in their masculine energy as well, will stay in that role to come together. Yeah, many men are choosing to be chased and to be in their feminine energy than to bump heads with you and go masculine versus masculine. Trust that. So one of the things that I help my clients do is I help them tap into their feminine energy so that they can attract the guys that are truly in their masculine. People said, by Michelle said, we definitely need that book. Oh, Lord. Now I got all y'all asses on me, honey. Deanna said, I would love to see you and Shara 7 have a conversation. Y'all say the exact same thing in polar opposite ways. I love it. Mm-hmm. Lexi said, what if my boyfriend and I speak different love languages? I don't really believe in love languages. The person who made it up is not a real doctor. The research says that actually people that have similar love languages are not like, don't have a higher satisfaction level in their relationships. And a lot of these love languages are really to advise or justify men who have physical touch as a love language. Those guys just want sex. I don't really believe in love languages. You're never going to hear me talk about them because I think that they're BS. So when you ask me about you guys have different love languages, I want you to understand what your love languages is. You'll realize that most of the general quote unquote love languages are not like founded on anything emotional. We don't talk about attention and nurturing or cherishing or things like that. Yeah. Glam Temp Temp said, get your guy, get your ring. Love that. I know that's right. Kahoku said, come to Hawaii, please. Girl, I will, honey, I will. Tarari said that's why there are second editions of books. Girl, you got me, girl. You got me. You got me. I got no comeback for that. Transform said imposter syndrome for authors is real. I've gone through it with my book. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. All right. Here's what I will tell you all. It'll be finished by the end of April. It's going to be the first thing I do every day. Scorpio Finest said, and why I just left speed dating. Horrible. Why was it horrible, girl? Juju said, New York's bestsellers list awaits you. Speak it into existence. I will try my best, but one of the things that I thought about this year was, and it's interesting because I'm not focused on it, but it's happening anyway. And I'm not focused on getting on anybody's bestseller list. I'm focused on just like helping Black women and my clients get into amazing relationships and just like really leaning into the work. I literally, before I was like, oh, I want to be on TV shows and I want to do this and I want to have my own show. I'm not into it anymore. I just like want to do the work and I want to make my money and I want to invest. I want my kids to be all right and I want my clients to be all right. Yeah. So a lot of that external validation and all of that, I'm kind of let it go. But who knows? It might come back soon, girl. I'm only human. Who knows, girl? With a little bit of an ego, no shade. Let's keep it real up in here. Oh my God. Transform, be courageous. You are sounding like a book writing coach. I might need to hire you, girl. She said, hire a full-time cleaner. Give yourself space to write. I need it, girl. I need it. Kaylee said, do you only help Black or brown women? I help all women, all races, all kind of sexualities. I work with trans women as well. But what we do, we center the experience of Black and brown women. So one night we might be talking about getting your hair done and being called tender-headed. As a white woman, you might not know anything about that, but that is the conversation that we will have in my program, right? And so for the white women that do come into my program, they have to be okay with that. Yeah. Now, for anyone who is interested in like potentially wanting to work with me, wanting to have professional dating coaching, definitely go to the link in my bio and book a consultation call. Yeah. Melly said, hi, Amor. I tried a couple of your tips and they worked. Girl, I know. Fun said, I'm tender-headed. Me too, girl. That's why I had to shave off all this hair, girl. Oh, she said, what's your sign? Cancer, girl. I'm moody. I'm sensitive. Artsy Gal, hi Amor. What kind of clients do you have that you recommend to try the Lexi app? I have a couple of clients on there that that are on Lexi, but it's not something that I'm like living for. Lovable said, I love how pure you are. Thank you for your support. Of course. Of course. Rachelita said, you give the best advice. Thank you so much. You're welcome. No Name said, thank you for centering Black and brown women. Of course. DJ Tanya said, what are patterns that you see in your brown clients? Depends on what you mean by brown, because do you mean like Indian or do you mean Hispanic? JVXOXO said, your pure heart is what's going to make your book a hit. Thank you. That means a lot. Tom and Jazzy said, my ex recently showed up and confessed his love for me after not communicating for 7 months. He was going through a lot of grief in a relationship, which is why we ended it. Give a chance. If he was going through the grief, if there was a death in the family, yes, give it a chance. But if he was being abusive in any way, don't. But I think that you knew that. I think that you just needed. Okay, Latina. What I am witnessing is, oh, and thank you all so much for the 113,000 likes. I so appreciate that. For my Latina clients, oftentimes what I am seeing is dads, horrible, cheating dads. So they don't feel like valued. They don't feel prioritized. I'm seeing a lot of my Latina clients, Hispanic clients, are living with their mothers and taking care of them. So there are some boundary issues with mom as well. And then, yeah, like no boundaries. Ellen Golden Angel said, which program is best for a 31-year-old? I'm always going to lean for the VIP program because there's always going to be much more coaching and exposure. I would say roughly 75-80% of my VIP clients will get their guy in my program. The Get Your Guy Club, it's closer to around 40%, but that's just because there isn't as much exposure and coaching happening, and it's a group program versus the more personalized one-on-one. My VIP clients, they have direct access to me and they can text me and message me at any time. My group clients, my Get Your Guy Club clients, they don't have that access, so that's why. Libra Love said, hi, loved your video. It was so good. I'm an anxious girly. Aren't we all, girl? Aren't we all? Oh my God. Krista said, do you ever link clients with one another? There are support groups, like there's a support group in the DMV area, in the Atlanta area, Midwest, where they can support each other. Gohoku said, do you have Polynesian clients? I had one, I want to say 1.5 years, 2 years ago, but not any now. Middle Eastern clients, I probably have about 2 or 3 right now. MENA clients, I think I have 2 right now. 2 or 3. All right, y'all. The moon said I'll be your next Somali client. I know that's right, girl. Get it. All right, my loves. I'm going to go to bed now because I need my beauty sleep. And, girl, I need to take... I'm playing Uber tomorrow. Daddy Uber. With all these different activities. So I got to get my sleep. But I hope this was helpful for you. I also have a ton of consultations tomorrow. 9 a.m. If you are interested in working with me professionally, definitely book a consultation call. The link is in my bio. If not, no pressure. Only do it when you're ready. Keep on coming to these lives and keep on listening to my podcast called the Get Your Guy Coaching Podcast. It's amazing. Yeah. I hope this was a helpful session for you, and I'm wishing you nothing but the best in love and in life. Alrighty? Bye-bye.